Hello everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel Easy Mathematics. In this video lecture, we are going to know about articulation point and biconnected components. So, what is articulation point? That already we discussed in our previous video. But in this video, we again discussing the articulation point in terms of induced subgraph. So previously we learned what is induced subgraph. Now it is the cut vertex or the articulation point. A vertex V in a graph G is called a cut vertex or articulation point of G if the induced subgraph G minus V has more components than G. So what it says, a vertex V in a graph G is called a cut vertex or articulation point of G if the induced subgraph G minus V has more components than G. So, how to explain this one in terms of the induced subgraph? Let us see with an example. So, in this example, we will have this graph. In this graph, initially, we just identify the vertices by removal of which we may found the more components than the given graph. If we choose the vertex, this 8 number vertex, then initially we consider this one vertex. Now we are going to find out the induced subgraph of this given graph. How to find out the induced subgraph? If we delete this particular vertex, then deletion of this vertex will also delete the edges which are incidenting to this one. After deletion of this one, the remaining graph is the induced subgraph of the given graph. So if we remove this particular vertex, then after removal of this one, these edges will be gone, so that we will find out this yellow colored graph and this portion of the graph will remaining. So the remaining portion, we say this is the induced subgraph. Now after getting this induced subgraph, we should count that how many components are there in this graph. So here the number of component is 1. This is for 2, second component, and this is the 3. So there are total 3 components in this induced subgraph. So in the given graph, there are only 1 component. That means it is connected. That's why this is the single component graph. But after removal of this vertex, we will find out the subgraph which have 3 components. That means we will find out that the number of components will increase by deletion of one vertex in the given graph. So we can say that this particular point is the articulation point. So if by removal of only one vertex from the given graph, if it will increase the number of components in the induced subgraph, then it will called the articulation point. So here the vertex 8 is the articulation point for this particular graph, because after deletion of this one, we will find out the induced subgraph where we have total 3 components, which is 2 more than the original graph. So that this is our articulation point. Instead of the vertex 8, if we remove the vertex this 7, then also we will find out that the induced subgraph contains this portion and this vertex, the isolated vertex. So this one will another component. So if we remove the vertex 7, then also we will find out in the induced subgraph the 2 components, which is 1 more than the given graph. So 7, this vertex is also one of the articulation point for the given graph. So this is the articulation point we can find out by using the induced subgraph technique. So now it is the connected graph. All of us know what is the connected graph. So a graph is said to be connected if and only if there must be a path from U to V, where U and V both are the vertices belongs to the vertex set of G. So suppose this one is the given graph. Here whatever be the 2 vertex we may consider, we will find out there exists at least one path between them. So that this is called the connected graph. So from the connected graph, we will find out that the connected component. So what is connected component? A maximal connected subgraph is known as the connected component. What it say? A maximal connected subgraph is known as the connected component. Here two words are very important. One is the maximal, another one is the connected. So the connected means there must be a path exist between any two pair of vertices in the given subgraph. First of all, any graph is given. From here we should find out the subgraph, and in this subgraph it should be the whatever the subgraph we consider, that subgraph should be connected. So connected means that there must be a path exist between any two pair of vertices in the subgraph. And maximal means the graph G contains no other subgraph where all the vertices are connected. So what does it mean? Suppose this one is the given graph and we should consider one more part of this graph. So this one is a given graph where the two components are given. So now each individual components are the connected components. So each individual component means we can consider this one particularly as a subgraph and this one particularly as another subgraph. So both are the connected component because in between any two vertices of each of the subgraphs there exists a path. And one more thing, that is it is maximally connected. Maximally connected means there does not exist any subgraph which is, we can say this subgraph is the proper subgraph of that particular graph. So this one is the connected component. So any graph is given, if there are more than one components are given, then each component is the connected component because in the each component there exist paths between any two vertices. Now in a given graph, how to find out that connected component? So for that we have two algorithms. Both the algorithms are known to us and the name of these two algorithms are BFS and DFS. Yes, it is the breadth first search and the depth first search, which already we have the separate videos. But BFS and DFS are meant to find out the spanning trees. So yes, it is very obvious that the spanning tree means it is a tree or it is a subgraph which connects all the vertices of the given graph. So the same process to find out in a given graph that there are connected components exist or not. The same algorithm, same way we just follow and find out that the individual components are connected or not. They are connected means we will find out the spanning trees for this all individual connected components. So accordingly we will find out the connected components if exist by using BFS and DFS algorithms. So after knowing this connected graph and the connected component, now it is the bi-connected graph. That one is very important. So what is bi-connected graph? A graph G is said to be bi-connected if and only if it contains no articulation point. So we know what is articulation point. A graph is given. If we will find out on that particular graph no articulation point exists, then the graph is called the bi-connected graph. Actually what happens, a bi-connected here graph means here no articulation point. No articulation point means there does not exist one vertex by deletion of which we will find out that the graph becomes disconnected. That means in between any two vertex there exists more than one path. In between any two vertex there definitely exists more than one path. If in between any two vertex there exists one and only one path, then definitely we will find out the articulation point, because by removal of a particular vertex we can separate these two areas. But if the graph is bi-connected means there are definitely two individual paths from in between any two vertex. So if we consider this one as a graph, then we may consider any vertex. Suppose the vertex 3 and suppose the vertex 2 we consider. So then this is connected by this edge. Again this one is another path by which we can connect these 2 and 3 vertex, so that it is a bi-connected graph. and here no articulation points are given, because removal of any one of these vertices, it will not disconnected. So this is our biconnected graph. Now it is a biconnected component. So what is biconnected component? A maximal biconnected subgraph of G is known as biconnected component. We know what is maximal. Maximal means there does not exist no proper subgraph, which is the no subgraph which is for which this one is the proper subgraph. So now biconnected component is a maximal biconnected subgraph of G is known as biconnected component. So here you should understand that what it means. So any graph is given from there. Suppose this one is a graph. In this graph from here, this vertex is the articulation point. So depending upon that, we can separate the given graph into two blocks. So this individual block is the biconnected graph. So if we consider this one as a subgraph, that is 1, 4, 5, using these vertices and these edges, if we create a subgraph, and 1, 3, 2, using this one, we create another subgraph, then we will find out that each subgraph is a biconnected graph. So these are the two components even, because depending upon this vertex, it will separate it. So that these are the biconnected components, because individually this graph is biconnected, and these are the components according to this articulation point for this graph. One thing you should remember here, for the biconnected component, it is always happens that no edges should be common among the biconnected components, but edges should be common, and that edges should be the articulation points, which are the common edges, common vertices. So if one is the articulation point, then these two blocks we can separate it. Now this one is common, this one vertex is common to this block as well as this one. So this component and this component both share the vertex 1, but no edges are common to them. So that in biconnected component, whatever be the different blocks we can find out, these all are individually the biconnected component, and you just remember that each component is a biconnected graph. And biconnected components never have the common edges, but they may have the common vertices, and that vertices definitely be the articulation point for the given graph G. One more example if we consider, then this one is suppose the graph. Here at first we identify which are the articulation points. So this one and this one, these are the articulation point. So depending upon that, we can separate the graph in this way, the blocks in these blocks. So just according to this one, this is the first block, then second, third, then fourth, fifth and sixth. So accordingly we just subdivide it. Now look, no edges are common to any of these blocks, but the vertices here, the 5, this one is the articulation point, and this is common to these 3. This one is common to this one even. 8, this one is the articulation point, so that it is again repeated in the individual components. 9 is again repeated in the individual components. So depending upon the articulation point, we can separate a graph into the subgraphs, and those subgraphs are not containing any articulation point. So these are the biconnected components. So in this way we can find out the biconnected component. So just let me tell you the step to find out the biconnected component. At first, whatever be the given graph is there, from there find out the articulation point. Depending upon the articulation point, we should separate the graphs into the separate blocks, which blocks are individually the biconnected graph. So accordingly we can find out the biconnected components. So these are all the biconnected components for this given graph. So that's all for this video. Thank you. Have a nice day.